Hello and welcome back to the women's soccer game here at John Ingold Complex in 91-1 The Globe. We are now going to bring the starting lineups. Number 0 for the Crimson Wave. Number 0, Jade Newton. Number 2, Stephanie Laura. Number 3, Evie Hepworth. Number 4, Mara Garcia. Number 6, Hannah Alderson. Number 7, Raquel Salinas. Number 8, Katie Rubbright. Number 10, Alex Clemente. Number 13, Fatima Garcia. Number 19, Andrea Ramirez. And number 21, Esmeralda Padilla. And now for your Goshen College starting lineup. Number 4, Carolina Palacios. Number 5, Maura Beck. Number 6, Alyssa Arella. Number 7, Catherine Laura. Number 9, Brenda Tellez. Number 13, Lena Charles. Number 15, Allison Ebersol. Number 17, London Fiesel. Number 15 in goal, Katie Bear. Number 24, Talia Borum. And number 26, McKenna Zimmerman. So it looks like we have a couple minutes until the start of the game. So,
actually, both teams are taking the field right now,
yeah.
So we should be underway in just a second. Goshen will be going left to right on your dial, and vice versa for Calumet and St. Joseph, going right to left.
St. Joseph is going to open the game with the kickoff. Laura kicks it off and kicks it back to Garcia. Garcia has the ball. Now she's passed it back to Clemente. They're going right to left. St. Joseph is about midfield right now. They kick it forward into Goshen territory on the far side away from the press box. Goshen now has it. They kick it back to Bear, who kicks it out to midfield. And it looks to be that Clemente has the ball now. It's rolling around. Goshen has it. It's Tellez. She's pushing. She's sitting about middle of the midfield. She kicks it back to Zimmerman in the Goshen near side, and they kick it out of bounds. Will be a St. Joseph throw-in. It looks to be Hepworth to throw it in to Clemente. Oh, it's taken by Huey. She's pushing it up. She has it. She's going into St. Joseph. Oh, she loses the ball. Garcia is now going back. She's in midfield. She passes it forward to Clemente. Now there's a bit of a tussle for the ball. Clemente has it. She regains and now it's for St. Joseph kicks it ahead, and Goshen now has it about midfield. They're kicking to the far side. It seems that Beck has it. She's now trying to force her way into the middle of the midfield, and there's a bit of a tussle. Tellez has it. She kicks it back to Beck. She's now into St. Joseph territory on the near side. And they're pushing it forward. Oh, there's a bit of a tussle. Now it's in midfield. St. Joseph has the ball, and they're going forward. And it's how Huey takes the ball is now at midfield, pushing the ball down the field. There's a race for it. Ebersol looks like she's going to win the race. Oh, it's tripped up a bit. Now she has it on the near side of St. Joseph territory with the cross, and it hits the side of the net and will be a goal kick for St. Joseph.
Goshen looking to attack early. I mean, they have to. With all the momentum, they are going to try and carry in from the last game.
They're dancing. And is it up? And it's looking to be Ebersol is tussling over there with Hepworth. Hepworth kicks it back to Padilla. And then it's bouncing around now. Now Garcia has it. Oh, it's on the ground. It's now taken by Salinas, who kicks it back to Garcia. Garcia kicks it over to the far side, and Beck gets it. She's now in St. Joseph territory on the far side, away from the press box, going left to right. Oh, it rolls out of bounds. It'll be a St. Joseph throw-in. It looks like Rubbright is throwing the ball in. She throws it into Clemente. Clemente has it. Clemente has it. She's pushing on the far side. She's up to midfield. She kicks it way ahead up into and then there is a it's looking close. Oh, never mind. There was Well, Katie Bear has it now in the 18-yard box. She's walking to the middle, looking to direct traffic.
That was interesting. The ref on the far side of the field indicated an offside, but the ref in the middle did not see it, so play continued, which could have been.
Garcia has it. Oh, it's taken by Huey. Huey has it now in the Goshen territory on the near side of the press box. She kicks it ahead. Oh, the give and go. Huey has it back. She's now pushing into Goshen territory. Oh, it bounces. It's in, and St. Joseph pushes it ahead. Tellez regains the ball. No, it's now in the, and Zimmerman now has the ball in the near side of Goshen territory. She's pushing it ahead. She kicks it ahead to Tellez. Tellez has it. Tellez is dancing around, gives it back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman is kicking it forward. Borum now has the ball, and there's a tussle for it. Borum gains it. She's now into St. Joseph territory on the near side, near the press box. She's pushing ahead, and she's tripped up, and there's a foul on the play by Hepworth. It's going to be a
free kick, I believe, yes.
Yeah. And it looks like Palacios is going to kick the free kick.
Just about 4 minutes have passed in the game. It's 0-0 Goshen playing Calumet College of St. Joseph.
We're just waiting for the ball to be kicked. Palacio with the kick. She kicks it ahead. It rolls into the middle. It's a tussle. And Borum now has the ball. She kicks it back. They kick it forward. It's headed by St. Joseph. The ball is bouncing around the air a little bit. There's a lot of heading going on. Okay, St. Joseph has, well, no. Borum now has the ball for Goshen. And it's taken by Salinas of St. Joseph, and she has the ball on the far side of midfield, away from the press box. She's pushing it ahead. It's bouncing around a little bit. And it's taken by Tellez. Now Tellez is in it. Well, the tussle is over, and it's kicked ahead. Rubright has the ball now, and she's pushing forward. It's kicked in the air. It's in Goshen territory. It's kicked out by Goshen, and Borum just misses it, and is rolling ahead. Ebersol is in a foot race for it and doesn't quite get it. Oh, the ball is now just bouncing around. Is now taken up by Garcia, who kicks it way ahead, and it's bouncing around. Salinas has the ball now, and it's in a tussle. Tellez now has the ball, pushing ahead. It's taken by Huey. Huey kicks it forward. Oh, it's in a foot race. Now Huey has the ball once again. Kicks it for the cross, and it's blocked. But Ebersol gets the rebound. Oh, and she tried to kick it to Huey, but Huey wasn't looking for the pass, so it rolls away and is now St. Joseph ball. Kicks it way ahead, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a Goshen College throw-in.
Goshen playing some stifling defense. Calumet has not been able to set up any sort of offense on their side of the field.
Zimmerman throws it into Tellez. Tellez loses the ball. Clemente has it now, pushing the other way for St. Joseph. She's really on the attack, and Tellez gets there and sort of slows it down. It's crossed, and it's headed out, and and Bear's gonna get the save. She now has it walking around in the 18-yard box, sort of directing traffic once again, and she boots it, and it kind of catches the ground a little bit on the kick. I think she slipped a little bit, and now it looks like, it's rolling. Now Beck has it on the far side of Goshen territory. Oh, she kicks it right back to St. Joseph, and it's bouncing around. Salinas now has the ball for St. Joseph. She passes it to Clemente. Clemente kicks it ahead, and she gets the ball back, and it's now kicked ahead to Hepworth. Hepworth has it on the near side of the Goshen territory. She crosses it, and it's going to roll out of bounds for no. Looks like Salinas is racing for it. No, it does roll out of bounds for a Goshen College throw-in. It looks like Beck is going to throw the ball in.
8 minutes have gone by in this scoreless game still.
It's now rolling around, and it seems that Garcia has the ball. She kicks it way ahead, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for Goshen. Bear's going to kick the goal kick. She sets the ball. She's sort of waiting for everyone to get set. And it is kicked off. It goes right over Huey's head. It is rolling now. Oh, there's a bit of a tussle for it. Looks like oh, no, it's still rolling around. And it goes, and Hepworth is going to throw it in for St. Joseph on the throw-in. She throws it into Clemente. Clemente is tussling now with Tellez. Clemente kicks it ahead, and it's now passed back to Hepworth. Hepworth is looking to attack. She's got the ball on the near side of Goshen territory. It rolls, and Zimmerman is going to kick it out of harm's way. Ebersol now has it on the it's rolling now. No one quite. Oh, Ebersol gets it back, and it goes right out of bounds, and it'll be a St. Joseph throw-in.
It was great hustle on the play.
Yeah.
She lost it and almost got back into play and won it.
Still good to see some good hustle. Hepworth is going to throw it in for St. Joseph. She throws it into Clemente. Clemente now has it in midfield. She's rolling into Goshen territory on the near side of the press box, pushing left, and it's going to roll, and Zimmerman's going to get it, and she's going to kick it out to Bear, who's going to kick it, and it's going to be kicked up in the air, and the ball's still rolling, and it's still going around, and now it's going to be to Garcia, who kicks it to, I can't quite see, and Bear, that was almost a bad play, but Policio saves it, and she kicks it ahead to Fiesel, who's then taken by Salinas. Salinas gives it over to Garcia. Garcia gives it over to Ramirez. Ramirez kicks it, and Katie Bear with another save. She's had already quite of a busy evening here. She throws it ahead to Huey. Huey just barely misses it, and it's going to roll out of bounds for another St. Joseph throw-in.
Calumet College of St. Joe is located just outside of Chicago.
Yeah.
Enrollment.
And it's going to be a battle, and St. Joseph gets it, passes it ahead to Salinas. Salinas is looking. There's another shot on goal, and again another Katie Bear save. Sort of waiting for the field to set up a little bit, and she's going to kick it off. She drops it, and Fiesel gets it. Fiesel's attacking at midfield. She passes it ahead to Laura. Laura's looking to attack. She passes it ahead, and it's rolling now in the St. Joseph near side. Huey has it now in the corner, almost by the goal, and it's bounced, and it'll be a corner kick for Goshen. Looks like Fiesel is going to kick the corner.
10 minutes have gone by in this scoreless game. The first corner kick for either side.
It's up. It goes in kind of high. Oh, just missed header by both teams, and it rolls, and it looks like there's a tussle for it, and it looks like Laura might win. Laura does win it. She passes it back to Beck. Oh, she passes it. Beck passes it back to Arella. Arella kicks it far ahead. It's going to. It looks like it's going to be Huey with the ball. She passes ahead to Fiesel. Fiesel's looking for the cross. She gets it. Back to Borum, just over Borum's head. St. Joseph kicks it out, and it seems that it's going to be a race between Salinas and Beck. Salinas wins that race. She kicks it back to Ramirez. Ramirez kicks it all the way ahead, and it's rolling. It's rolling. And Goshen's going to kick it back to Bear, who kicks it all the way over to midfield. Rolling, and it looks like Clemente for St. Joseph is going to gain possession. It's kicked ahead. It's sort of rolling around. Salinas now has it for St. Joseph's. She passes it to Clemente. Clemente's looking for someone to pass it to. Doesn't quite. Oh, Fiesel with the steal. And she kicks it right back to St. Joseph. And Beck now has the ball for Goshen. She kicks it ahead to. Oh, well, Beck gets the ball back. She kicks it to Laura. Laura is looking for someone to pass to. She crosses it all the way, and it's going to go to Hepworth for St. Joseph. Hepworth kicks it up in the air. It's now bouncing, and it seems that there's a bit of a bounce. Both teams are just sort of kicking around at the second, and then Goshen boots it deep into St. Joseph territory on the near side, and the St. Joseph goalie Newton is going to come all the way out and kick it, and then Ramirez now has the ball. She's sitting in the. It's rolling around now. Ebersol has it for Goshen. She's tussling, and there's a bit of a tussle between both players. and it's going to go out of bounds for a St. Joseph throw-in.
St. Joseph now stepping it up on the defensive side as we saw Goshen doing that early. Now putting the pressure on Goshen's defensive side.
Oh, Beck has it for Goshen. Oh, no, she loses it. Oh, now the ball's rolling around, and it's going to be kicked out by Palacios. But Hepworth is right there to get the ball. She passes it ahead to Garcia. Garcia then passes it back to... Now it's... Hepworth has it now on the near side of Goshen territory, but it's taken by Huey. Huey kicks it. Oh, it bounces off Hepworth. The ball is rolling around. Huey kicks it to Zimmerman, who then kicks it forward to Tellez, but then it rolls out of bounds for a St. Joseph throw-in, throwing in by Salinas. Oh, never mind. Hepworth is going to throw it in. Hepworth throws it into Garcia. Garcia has it. Kicks it back to Hepworth. Hepworth kicks it up in the air, and it's going to be Palacios with the ball now. Oh, she loses it. Oh, it's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick for Goshen College.
"15 minutes have gone by in this scoreless women's soccer game.
Bear kicks it deep, and it's rolling around. And it's going to go to St. Joseph. And, oh, it's kicked up in the air by Tellez. Tellez now has the ball around midfield, passes it to Laura. Oh, Laura loses it. And it goes to Laura for St. Joseph, who then gives it to Ramirez. Ramirez is pushing on the far side of Goshen territory, kicks it to Garcia. Garcia now has control around middle of the Goshen territory. And then it's kicked by Garcia. And it's rolling. Now it's a battle for it between Beck and Garcia. And then it's going to be, there's another shot, and it's going to roll out for another goal kick, and Bear's going to go kick it once again.
St. Joseph now dominating this game on the offensive side. 5 shots to 1 for Goshen.
Bear sets the ball up. Bear kicks it. And it's going to roll. And it's going to roll out of bounds, and it'll be a Goshen College throw-in. And it looks like Beck is going to throw it in. Beck throws it into Ebersol. Ebersol now has it in St. Joseph territory around the middle. She's looking to attack. She passes it to Fiesel. Fiesel takes a shot on goal. And what a save by Newton. What a diving save. She's going to take it out, and she's going to wait a second. And then she's going to boot it around midfield. It's going to be, it's a battle between, oh, Tellez has it now. She passes it back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman passes it to Huey. And then it's taken by Hepworth. Goshen on the attack. Hepworth with a forward pass to Salinas. And it's knocked out of bounds by Palacios. With a St. Joseph thrown in by Hepworth. Clemente has the ball. Another shot, and it's going to go just left, and it will be another goal kick for Goshen College.
As you said earlier, Bear is staying busy early through his first half.
Bear with the kick, and it's going to go just in under midfield in Goshen territory. Now there's a roll. Huey is chasing for it. She now has the ball in the near side of Goshen territory. She kicks it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman passes it back to Huey. Huey passes it forward, and it's going to be kicked by Hepworth. And then Beck is going to get it on the near side, or far side, excuse me, Goshen College territory. And then it's going to be kicked, and it's going to roll out of bounds with Beck going to throw it in for Goshen College. And now it looks like Oh, there's going to be a tussle for it. Oh, Tellus wins it for Goshen. Goshen's looking. Oh, now Tellus is pushing it. She's at midfield. She kicks it ahead to Borum, and it's going to be taken by Anderson, who's then going to kick it forward, and it's going to be a race. And there's going to be another shot and goal for Goshen College and another save for Katie Bear. For St. Joseph, excuse me. And it's sort of bouncing around. Beck now has it. She's pushing on the far side into St. Joseph territory. Kicks it well forward. Ebersol's going to race for it, and Newton's going to get it. Just inside the 18-yard box on the far side.
Came very far out of goal to save that. Was a risky play, but it played out in the end.
And it's going to bounce around. And no one has it really. Now it's going to be taken by, oh, well, no. It's going to be kicked forward, and it looks like Newton's going to, oh, wait. Now there's an open goal. Borum has the ball. Borum with a shot on goal, and it's a goal! Goal Goshen College, Talia Borum. And now, oh, wait, there seems to be a foul in the play. Oh, never mind. It's a goal. It's a goal for Goshen College. It is now 1-0, and 26 minutes left in the first half, and it is now 1-0 Goshen College. What a play by Talia Borum to stay heads up, and after the ball just rolls away from Newton, regain it and put that ball in the net.
Goal for Goshen College, Talia Borum.
Again, the goalie came way out of her goal to try and stop that, and once she was too far out, she couldn't get back, and it was just a one-on-one situation from there, and Goshen capitalized on it.
Well, I think part of it is because the ground is wet here, because it's been raining on and off all day, so I think she just slipped. Okay, St. Joseph puts the ball back into play. It's Clemente. Clemente kicks it over to Ramirez. Ramirez gives it to Salinas. Salinas kicks it far over. It's Hepworth racing with Zimmerman. Zimmerman is now there to try to guard Hepworth. There's a cross, and it's going to just roll out of the way, and Laura's going to go pick it up on the far side of Goshen territory. Kicks it ahead. Oh, no, she still has it. Now she's pushing. She crosses it, and it goes right to Clemente for St. Joseph. St. Joseph, she passes it to Salinas. Salinas gives it back to Clemente. Clemente is now in Goshen territory on the near side. She's going to take a shot, and Bear with another save for Goshen College. That's 7 shots on goal for St. Joseph, whereas there's only about 3 for Goshen College. But they have the goal, so it doesn't really matter. It looks to be a throw-in for Goshen College.
Free kick, I believe.
No, free kick. Sorry. It's a free kick. And it looks to be the... Palacios is going to kick it.
It's a chilly day here. Nice and sunny outside. Great day for soccer.
There was a double rainbow earlier, but it seemed to have dissipated by now. Palacios with the kick. And it's close to, and it looks like it's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick. St. Joseph for the goal kick now. Looks like Newton's going to kick it.
21 minutes have passed in this game. Goshen College up 1-0 on Calumet College of St. Joseph.
Looks like they're waiting for the... Oh, the ref seems to be talking to one of the players. The fans are happy to see the 1-0 lead by Goshen College. The ref is still talking to one of the players, talking about equipment issue. Seems to be Padilla. Looks like she's going to come off the field, actually. And they're going to... Yeah, she's coming off the field.
Maybe blood on the jersey?
Maybe there's some blood.
They're going to take care of this equipment issue.
No one has come out. No one has come in for her yet.
Here we go. Here's the substitution.
Here comes a sub. It seems to be And it looks to be number 4. Oh, 14, sorry. Kelsey Brzezinski. Newton now kicks it off for St. Joseph, and it goes to, oh, it's rolling around now. There's a foot race, and is now taken by Rubright, who kicks it ahead to Ramirez. Ramirez is now pushing it, and now it's a foot race again. And it seems that Ebersol has won the foot race, and it's kicked to Salinas. Salinas now splits, and then it's kicked by Tellez for Goshen. Ahead to Fiesel. Fiesel's now pushing up the middle. She's in St. Joseph territory. Now there's a tussle for the ball. Oh, Fiesel wins the tussle. Now she's taking on 2 players. She kicks it back to, and it's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick.
I believe we also had a Goshen substitution in that last play.
Yeah.
Number 14, Lena Charles checking in for the first time this game.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Newton kicks off for the goal kick, and she kicks it short to Hepworth, who's now in the near side of Goshen territory, taken by Ebersol. Ebersol's looking for the cross. She gets it. Borum with the, Borum just misses it, and it's going to roll, and now Charles with a slide. Oh, well, looks like Rubright's going to get it. Now Charles has the ball back. She kicks it ahead to Ebersol, and it's going to be a save by Newton. Another save for Newton. She's now sort of waiting for both the team to sit up. She's going to kick it, and it's going to bounce around. Huey now has the ball for Goshen. She kicks it to Tellez. Tellez tries to kick it to Laura. Laura now has the ball. She kicks it ahead to Borum. The ball is rolling around. Again,
Newton comes way out of her goal to try and save that. And
this
it's a risky play this time, but saved it.
And now she kicks it ahead to Rubright. Rubright's looking to pass ahead. She passes it to Salinas. Salinas is looking. She kicks it over to Clemente. Clemente is looking. She's now in midfield. She kicks it back to Salinas. Salinas passes it back to Clemente. Clemente kicks it ahead and is going to be taken by Zimmerman for Goshen. Now it's Tellez. Oh, it's kicked by Hepworth over to, it's bouncing around. Now it's taken by Arella, who kicks it over to Palicios, who then kicks it to Bear, who then kicks it over to midfield. It's bouncing around. Now Borum has it. Oh, now it's taken by Garcia. Garcia is now pushing it. She's into midfield. She kicks it way ahead. Then Zimmerman heads it back, and then it's going to be taken by Huey, who kicks it way far ahead. And now it's a foot race, and Ebersol is looking to win that foot race. She has won it. It's now in St. Joseph's side on the near side. She crosses it to Borum. Oh, Borum slips. Oh, that was almost a shot on goal. Oh, well, now it's going to be taken by Fiesel. Fiesel has it in the 18-yard box. She's looking to take a shot on goal. She takes it, and it's a miss, and it's a goal by Huey. Goal Goshen College, 2-0 with 21 left in the first half. What a play by Huey to catch the rebound off of Newton's goal, off of Newton's save, and put it in the net. Looks like Goshen is really taking advantage of the momentum they gained in last game, where they scored 4 goals with already 2 goals in the first half, and we've played about 25 minutes of action.
Goshen not necessarily dominating on their side, but they are up 2-0, so.
Right, but they're not getting as many shots on goal, but they're capitalizing on the opportunities they're getting. And now it's rolling into Goshen territory. It looks like Ramirez has it. Oh, it's kicked away. Tellez for Goshen now has it. She's in the middle of Goshen territory. She kicks it back to, looks like Arella. Arella kicks it ahead to, and now it's bouncing around. Ebersol heads it, and it's a foot race, and it's one. Oh, it's rolling now, and there seems to be a foul on the play.
Borum gave a little shove on the back there. We've got a Goshen substitution in 1 second.
And now there's a free kick. It seems to be Alderson that's about to kick it off.
Goshen's goal scored by
it rolls.
Huey.
Now it's Garcia has it. She kicks it way ahead. Oh, it's headed away. Now it's rolling around. There's still a bit of a tussle for it. Laura has it. She kicks it ahead to Fiesel. Fiesel has it. She kicks it. Oh, she still has it now. and then it's going to roll back to Alderson. Alderson is now going to try to push it ahead. She kicks it into Goshen territory. It's going to be picked out by Palacios, who then, now Tellez has it. She's battling Ramirez, and then it's going to be kicked ahead to Alderson again, who's going to kick it back out. And now Clemente has it on the far side of Goshen territory. Tries to cross it. Palacios takes it, who now kicks it to Beck. Then it's going to be kicked way up into, and now it's back into midfield. And now Rubright has it. She's now on the far side of Goshen territory. She kicks it to Ramirez. Now Rubright has it back. She crosses it all the way, and Zimmerman tries to head it. She misses, but Huey now has the ball for Goshen. She's now on the near side of, and she kicks it ahead. Hepworth now has it, who then passes to Salinas, who then tries to pass it back to Hepworth, but it's taken by Goshen, and then it's back to St. Joseph. Hepworth now has the ball. She's on the near side. She just slides it through Laura's legs, but then Bear with another save on goal, who gives it to Laura. Laura's now pushing. She's on the near side of Goshen territory. She kicks it over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman kicks it up into midfield. Borum now has it in midfield. Borum passes it to Tellez. Tellez kicks it ahead, and Newton's going to come out of goal and get another save.
That play was there, just let her a little too far.
Yeah. Now it's going to be, it's bouncing, and it just bounces off Laura, and it's going to go for a out of bounds for a St. Joseph throw-in. And it seems that Rubright is going to throw it in. And it goes out of bounds on the throw-in, and it's going to be a Goshen College throw-in.
Checking into the game is number 19, Kayla Shaw, for number 7, Catherine Laura.
And the Goshen faithful are clapping for all the hard work Laura has done. And Beck throws it in for Goshen to Borum. It's going to bounce, and now Arela has it for Goshen. She kicks it ahead to Shaw, who's just checked into the game, and it's going to bounce around. Now it's rolling. Borum in a foot race for the ball on the near side, and it's going to be kicked out, and it's going to be looks to be a goal kick for oh no, it's a throw-in for St. Joseph. No, it is a goal kick. My fault. Newton's going to kick off. And it's up. And it's going to bounce around. And, there's a push on Tellez, and it's going to be a free kick for St. Joseph.
29 minutes have gone by in this game. 2-0 Goshen over St. Joseph.
And it's going to be up. And it's rolling around. And Huey kicks it over to Arela, who kicks it ahead to Ebersol. Now it's, Ebersol is attacking now on the near side of Goshen territory into the 18-yard box, and she tries to cross it, and it's going to be blocked away by Padilla.
Goshen has had a lot of fast break opportunities in this game. I haven't really converted on them, but they've been able to set up their offense and execute with the offense. And
it's going to be a corner kick for Fiesel.
Two substitutions for Goshen. We have Bella Larson checking into the game, and we also have number 8, Taylor Rex, coming into the game. Borum will exit as well as Ebersol.
Both of them played a very good first half so far. And Fiesel up with the corner, and it's rolling. There's a shot. It's kicked out by St. Joseph. And it's kicked ahead. Now Zimmerman for Goshen is going to kick it back the other way. Now it's bouncing around a little bit, and it's going to be, okay. Now it's going to, now Hepworth has it on the near side of St. Joseph territory. She's going to kick it forward, and it's going to roll out of bounds for a Goshen College throw-in.
And it looks like we have another Goshen substitution. Number 11 checking in. Number 11, Talia Miller will be checking in for number 9, Tellez.
Huey's going to throw the ball in for Goshen. It's going to bounce around. And now it's going to go to Fiesel. Fiesel's now pushing. She's into St. Joseph territory. She's looking. She passes it ahead to Rex. Rex is racing, and it's going to be kicked away by Alderson. And now Charles is going to have it on the far side of St. Joseph territory. She's going to kick it ahead to Rex. Rex is now on the far side, way into St. Joseph territory. She's going to kick it back, and it's going to be taken by Ramirez, who's then going to kick it, and it's going to bounce off of
Shaw.
It's going to bounce off of Shaw, and now St. Joseph has the ball. And now there's a bit of a tussle at midfield. Now Clemente has it. She's going to kick it back. It's going to be kicked forward. There's going to be a race for it. And it's going to be Hepworth to... Now it's a bit of a bounce. And then, oh, there's a bit of a fake by Salinas. Salinas is trying to push ahead. And she's going to kick it back to... Looks to be... Salinas has it. And she's going to kick it ahead. Oh, it's going to be taken. Now Rex on the fast break. She kicks it away.
Oh.
Now it's just her and the goalie. She has a teammate. She's going to pass it. Oh, she's going to trip and fall. And Newton's going to get the goal. Or get the save, excuse me.
That was a 2-on-1 Goshen break there, and Rex just tripped up in front of the 18-yard box, unable to capitalize on that.
There seems to be an injury on the field. It's Hepworth. She seems to be walking around okay. She's going to say she's fine. And it's going to be a free kick for Garcia. Garcia kicks it ahead to Hepworth. Hepworth is being chased by Larson. It's going to be kicked over. Zimmerman's going to head it away. It's rolling now. It's going to be taken by Shaw. Shaw kicks it ahead. Oh, Charles just kicks it ahead. Now Rex has the ball in St. Joseph territory. Charles is going to slide tackle, kick it ahead to Larson. Larson's now pushing, and it's going to be kicked away over to, oh, it's going to roll out of bounds for a Goshen College throw-in. It's going to be thrown by Arela. Arela throws it into Shaw. Shaw is now at midfield. She loses it. It's going to be taken by Clemente. Now Palicios is going to kick it ahead. It was a bit of a trip up. And now there's a battle. Palicios, and there's going to be a Goshen College throw-in.
That was a good win there by Palicios.
Shaw's going to throw it in. Or, yes, Shaw. It's going to be kicked around. And it's going to be another Goshen College throw-in for Charles. And it's going to be Clemente now has the ball for St. Joseph. There's a bit of a battle. And it's going to roll. And it seems, okay, Huey now has the ball for Goshen College. She kicks it back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman who gives it over to Larson. Oh, Larson just misses it. And now Padilla has it for St. Joseph. She kicks it over to Miller, who now has it for Goshen. Now it's given to Rex. Rex passes it ahead to Fiesel. Fiesel now with the goalie. Fiesel's looking, and she tripped.
We have an off.
We have an offsides on Fiesel.
That was very close play there. Just a great pass ahead by Rex. Fiesel was just a tad bit offsides. Great give and go there for Goshen.
Seems that Rubright is going to kick it off for St. Joseph.
34 minutes have passed in this game. Goshen College leading St. Joseph 2-0.
Now there's a battle. Now it's passed ahead to Ramirez. Ramirez is now pushing. They're now into Goshen College territory. She passes it over to Salinas. Salinas is looking to pass the ball. She now passes it, and now it's hit away by Charles, and now it's in the corner. Zimmerman is now over there. Now it's back to Clemente for St. Joseph. She takes a shot, and it's going to roll out of bounds for another goal kick for Goshen College. Bears setting the ball up for the goal kick. She's waiting for both teams to sort of set up a little bit. She kicks it, and it's over into midfield, and it's headed ahead. Rex now has the ball. She's now in St. Joseph territory on the far side. She pushes it to the middle, tries to slide tackle. Oh, now it's Larson, one-on-one with the goalie, and it's saved by Newton.
Looks like Larson may have been held there, but another great pass by Rex to lead Larson right to the goal.
Right, Rex has really been passing the ball well here tonight. Newton's going to kick it off after the save, and it's going to bounce around, and it's going to be headed by Huey, taken by Miller, who kicks it back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman kicks it ahead to Larson. It's going to bounce around, and it's going to go to... Oh, now Rex has it once again. She kicks it back to Miller. Miller's looking to push the ball. It's knocked away, taken by Ramirez, up to Garcia. Garcia kicks it all the way up, and it's going to be taken by Palacios. Palacios is looking to attack. She's at midfield. She kicks it ahead to Rex. Oh, it goes to Larson. Now the ball's bouncing around the 18-yard box, and it's going to roll out of bounds for a Goshen College throw-in by Huey.
We've got a pair of substitutions for Goshen College. Number 16, Diana Ramirez checking into the game for number 17, Fiesel, and number 2, Priscilla Flores checking into the game for number 13, Caitlin Huey.
Now Flores is going to throw it in. She throws it into... Miller has the ball now. Crosses it over to Shaw. Shaw now has it. Kicks it back. It's going to be kicked by... Now Newton's going to get it. Newton's looking to go the other way with it. She kicks it off after the save, and it's going to be kicked around. Rex and, oh, well, now Ramirez has it. Oh, it's taken away, and it's going to be kicked back to Arela, who kicks it up to Flores, who then gives it back to, it's going to bounce around. Padilla is going to kick it out. It's going to be kicked ahead again by Arela, and it's going to roll out of bounds for a Goshen College throw-in. Must have bounced off a St. Joseph player. Charles is going to throw it in. She throws it into Rex. Rex now has it on the far side, right around the far side corner area, and it's going to go out of bounds for a Goshen College corner kick.
That was a smart play by Rex to kick it off the Calumet College player to get a corner kick for Goshen. Their third corner of the game.
Palacios is going to kick it once again.
See if Goshen can capitalize on this corner kick. They haven't really been able to do so, capitalize on the corners, but...
And it's up, and it's rolling, and it's going to be taken by Rex, who kicks it back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's going to take a shot on goal. And it's in! A goal by Zimmerman!
Wow.
Wow, just over Newton's head. What a goal by Zimmerman. All the way, like 15 yards outside of the 18-yard box.
Just a rainbow that blooped over Newton's head, and that was a brilliant shot there.
I don't think Zimmerman was looking to put that ball in the net.
I also don't think so, but that'll work out.
Yeah.
Taylor Rex.
Seems number 11 for St. Joseph has checked into the game. That would be Brooke Jackson. She comes in for Laura. She kicks it back. Brooke. It is now. There's a bit of a tussle for it. Rubright kicks it. She's now battling Rex. Rex kicks it back to the near side. It's going to be taken by Jackson. Jackson's now pushing. No, it's taken by Ramirez for Goshen. And it's going to be kicked ahead by Arela. And it looks to, oh, it's bouncing around now. And it's going to be kicked over to Garcia. No, it's going to be taken by Ramirez for Goshen. It's going to be kicked ahead by Arela. And now it's bouncing around. And it's going to be taken by Charles. Charles now goes back to Rubright. who then kicks it ahead to Ramirez. Now Charles is going to take it back. She's going to kick it over to Ramirez for Goshen. It's going to roll past Ramirez to Miller, who's going to kick it back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's going to kick it ahead to Flores. Oh, Flores just misses it, but it's rolling, and it's going to roll out of bounds for a St. Joseph throw-in. Thrown in by Ramirez. And it's going, Ramirez gets after bouncing off a Goshen College player. And there seems to be a foul on
maybe Shaw.
On Shaw? Looks to be Shaw for Goshen. And it's going to be kicked by Garcia.
Free kick here set up.
Yeah, it's a free kick setup.
Just under 5 minutes remain in this game. Goshen now is ahead 3-0 over Calumet College of St. Joseph.
And it's going to be saved by Bear on the kick. And it's going to be rolled ahead. Now it's taken by Charles. Charles is pushing it up. Now she's at midfield. She's looking to pass it ahead. It bounces off. Now she gets it back. It's going to be kicked ahead to Ramirez. It's rolling. It's going to be kicked by Ramirez of St. Joseph over to, looks to be Jackson. Now it's ahead. Now there's a bit of a tussle at midfield. It's going to be kicked over to Ramirez of St. Joseph. Now she's pushing. Now she's in Goshen territory on the near side of the press box, going from right to left. She kicks ahead. Now she kicks over Garcia. Garcia crosses it, and it's going to be headed by Arela. It's going to bobble around. Now there's a bit of a tussle for it. Flores wins it for Goshen. She kicks it all the way over. It's going to be, and there's still a bit of a tussle. Now, Shaw has it for Goshen. Kicks it ahead. Now it's going to be taken by Ramirez for Goshen. She kicks it over to Larson. Larson is going to kick it. And then it's going to, now it's taken by Miller. And then it's kicked ahead. And it looks like Zimmerman's going to win the kick. And she's just going to kick it back to Bear. Bear's now going to kick it deep. And it's going, now it's into St. Joseph territory. And it's going to roll back to midfield where Ramirez is going to, it's going to bounce around. And Sluiz is going to take it. And then Ramirez takes it. It's kicked ahead by Arela. Now it's rolling. And it looks to be Newton's going to take it on the other side. 3:10 left in this game. It's 3-0 Goshen. Oh, now there's a foul on Miller. Looks to be a push. Looked a bit unintentional, but a foul nonetheless. Going to be kicked by Garcia over to Ramirez for St. Joseph. St. Joseph is, Ramirez is pushing. A little bit of a nifty move there. She kicks it ahead, and it's going to roll all the way to Bear for another shot. Bear's going to pick it up. She's going to direct traffic some. She's looking. She's walking around the 18-yard box. She drops it. Now she's going out with it a little bit. She's going to kick it all the way up into St. Joseph's territory on the near side. It's bouncing around. Looks like Larson. Larson's going to get it for Goshen. Now it's going to be Ramirez for St. Joseph. She kicks it head to Clemente. Then it's taken away by Zimmerman. But Flores kicks it back, and then it's taken by Clemente, who then passes it back to Ramirez. She's going to kick it ahead, and then it's going to roll out of bounds, and it's going to be a St. Joseph throw-in. St. Joseph throws it in. Now Garcia has it. She's going to kick it back to Clemente. Clemente is going to take it. Now she's attacking on the near side. She's going to cross it to the middle, and then it's going to be kicked out, and now it's rolling into St. Joseph's territory, but it looks like Rubright's going to get it. She's going to kick it ahead to Alderson. Alderson's going to kick it ahead, and it's going to roll out of bounds for a Goshen College throw-in. Charles is throwing it in on the far side.
1:39 remain in this first half of play.
Charles is going to throw it into Ramirez, who's going to kick it back to Charles, who then is going to kick it up ahead to Larson. And now it's bouncing around. Larson now has it. She kicks it back to Ramirez. Ramirez is going to kick it ahead to Rex. It's going to roll all the way to Ramirez of St. Joseph. Now she's looking to attack. She's in her own territory, and it's passed ahead. And now Miller's going to knock it out of bounds. Oh, it's no. It's going to be a Goshen College throw-in. Flores is going to throw it in. Laura's is looking. She's going to throw it into Larson. Larson's going to, it's going to be a bit of a tussle. Oh, there seems to be a foul in the play.
A handball, I believe, but
Or handball, excuse me.
nevertheless, it'll be a change in possession.
Right, it's a free kick for St. Joseph. Garcia's going to kick it.
Just about 30 seconds remain in this first half.
It's going to be kicked off by Garcia. And it's going to be headed forward by Goshen, but it's going to be, oh, now it's bouncing around. Now it looks like, oh, it's going to be kicked ahead to Larson. Larson's going to have it, and then Rex tried to get it, but it just bounced in the wrong way. Now Rayla's going to get it for Goshen.
9, 8,
About
7,
5 seconds left in the first half.
4,
Goshen's just going to hold on to it and let the half run out. And we're going to take it to halftime here. It is 3-0 Goshen. The first half just ended. We're going to take a quick break and be back with the halftime report on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Goshen College Athletics. Welcome back to Goshen. Welcome back to women's Maple Leaf soccer here at Goshen College. We're here at John Ingold Athletic Complex, and you're listening to on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Goshen College Athletics. So it's been a good first half for Goshen. They've really attacked on the offensive side of the ball and really are putting the ball in the goal with 3 goals in the first half. So William, what do you think they need to continue to do to keep this lead in the second half?
Goshen needs to keep pressing. I mean, the last 2 games already they've combined 7 goals, and they're only through the first half of play. Their offense is looking really good, led by Talia Borum, who had a goal this game in the 19th minute. We've also had a goal from Caitlin Huey in the 24th minute with an assist by Fiesel. And the last goal we saw was a rainbow from Zimmerman in the 39th minute from about 15 yards out of the 18-yard box, which was a really nice goal.
And obviously you can see St. Joseph's has more shots on goal, or more shots in general, but not on goal, and I think that's the difference so far in this game. Would you agree to that?
Yeah, it looks like towards the beginning, St. Joseph was really attacking, and they were trying to set up offense. Were just unable to knock on the door and get a goal in. But
I mean, Goshen College has really stepped up and on defense, and I think they've sort of calmed it down. I mean, Bear had a lot of action going early in the first half, but towards the end it was sort of just her kind of standing back there watching the game, which is sort of what you want to see out of your goalie when she's not guarding the goal.
As the first half progressed, Goshen really stepped it up on the defensive side, led by Palacios, who was able to. She just knocked a lot of balls away and kept pushing the ball up for the offense to lead to some of those fast break opportunities we were talking about earlier.
And obviously, we've seen some good passing by Rex. She's had 2 good passes. One of them just happened to be offsides by Fiesel, which was unfortunate because Fiesel actually put it in the goal, but she was just barely offsides, so they'd take it away.
And I believe actually she did assist on the Zimmerman goal in the 39th minute.
Yeah, I think so as well. But obviously a big thing taken away from last game to this game is they've really cut down on the offsides penalties because they had about 9 in the last game, whereas they've only had 1 so far in this first half, which is good to see Goshen really improving on what they've done from this last game to this game. And obviously they've put more. They're already ahead of pace in scoring than they were in last game, whereas they had 2 in the first half last game, and they've already had 3 so far in the first half of this game. And I think also if you look at St. Joseph is They haven't even had a corner yet, which is really showing how well Goshen is playing on defense. And you're not seeing a lot of people bouncing back, and you're not seeing the ball bouncing off of Goshen players. You're seeing Goshen players kicking it over to off of St. Joseph players' legs and rolling out of bounds, and Bear getting the goal kicks and, really clearing it out. They've done a lot of good so far in this first half.
And actually, through the first two games, Calumet College of St. Joseph, the Crimson Wave, they were able to score four goals in their first two games, but were unable to stop teams on the defensive side. So the lack of defense, I should say, in the first half is not really so surprising, but the fact that they can't put any points on the scoreboard is interesting, as they did in their first two games.
Yeah, and I think that's really testament to Goshen's defense so far, at least in the first half of this game. Obviously they have Bear in the back half, and Bear was Player of the Week 2 weeks ago, I think, and she's really been, she's been one of the top goalies of the NIA so far. She's in the top 50, and I think a save percentage at like 41 or something, and I think she's really keeping it well and pushing it. And I think she's had some amazing saves. Like in the last game, she had the jumping, diving save to save one of the goals, and I think she's looked much better than most freshmen have so far, and you see her out here, and she's clearly has a high IQ. She's directing traffic on saves and really telling people where to go and making smart decisions and smart moves, and she's not really being too aggressive. She's being the right kind of aggressive, really forcing it to get things done, I think.
Yeah, I think looking at the main part of the season, Goshen doesn't have too many worries on the defensive side, as Bear is in goal to anchor them down, and then they also have Policios out there as their, defensive leader. So
yeah, and Zimmerman's played some good defense here in the first half. Zimmerman's really forcing the ball, and she's really attacking and forcing the ball out of bounds and kicking it away and getting a lot of extra. There's been a lot of throw-ins by St. Joseph down in the Goshen College territory, but it's not amounting to anything because they're attacking the crosses and getting the ball cleared before the crosses really matter, and they're really doing a lot of good, I think. Is there any last things you want to say before we take a quick break?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break here and be back with a little bit more first half wrap-up here on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Goshen College Athletics. Welcome back to Goshen College Maple Leafs women's soccer here. The women are playing Calumet College of St. Joseph, just outside of Chicago, and it's so far halftime right now, and it's 3-0 Goshen in the first half. It seems to be, you know, a nice evening for some soccer. It's sort of cooled down a little bit.
Yeah,
and
a little chilly.
It's a little chilly. You know, the Goshen College faithful have come out a little bit, and you know, they have blankets wrapped around them, and they're wearing their hoodies and sweatpants on this nice late summer evening. If you are tuning in on 91.1 The Globe, that's great. There's also GoLeafs.net where you can live stream and get a little video with it, or there is, you know, if you're not at a radio, you can get us at, or you're out of our listening area, you can get us at globeradio.com, which is a .org, excuse me. And it is a wonderful place to listen. I'm Zach Bugley, and I'm here with William Troyer, and we're sort of sitting at halftime here, and as you can
trying to wait it out until the teams come and take the field.
You know, we've sort of given the first half recap, and as you just sort of see, you can see both the coaches sort of talking to their players. You know, they're getting a little food, a little water. They're sort of, you know, just sort of preparing for the second half, seeing what they can get done. I think Goshen has played a very good first half, and I mean, St. Joseph has done a lot of attacking. They've gotten the ball down in their own and Goshen's end, but they just haven't quite capitalized, which I think is a testament to Goshen College defense, myself. But you know.
I would especially look for Goshen in the second half to continue the pressure, but maybe play a little more conservative.
Yeah.
Just try and eat clock and secure the win. But for Calumet, you got to really attack and see if you can just break through this strong defense.
Yeah. And I think it's been good to see Goshen again come out once again after only scoring 2 goals to the first 2 to already have scored 7 in a game and a half of the next 2 games. So I think if you see Goshen, you're sort of trying to get the attack going, try to score some more goals, build on your momentum for the first half. And obviously something we need to watch in the second half is this cool down, you know, sort of cramps and pulls because, you know, it's colder, so your muscles take a little bit longer to warm up back up. So I think if you're Goshen, or St. Joseph, you're really looking for it to, you know, really bring up. We're going to take another quick break here. And
when we come back we'll have second half kickoff. We'll get underway and,
you know, have another good half of soccer here at John Ingold Athletic Complex and on 91.1 The Welcome back to Goshen College Women's Soccer. We're just about to start the second half here on 91.1 The Globe and at John Ingold Athletic Complex. Goshen College is winning 3-0 right now against Calumet College of St. Joseph, just outside of Chicago. And as both teams here take the field, Goshen College has now switched, and they're going from right to left on your radio dial, and are going to seem to try to continue this lead and try to win the game. So Calumet College of St. Joseph will now be going from left to right on your dial as we wait for them to walk on the field. The refs are taking the ball out to midfield, and they're going to be setting up. We're just sort of waiting.
Anticipating the second half.
Anticipating the second half, as now Calumet College of St. Joseph is now coming on the field. They played a good first half. They did a lot of attacking. They just didn't quite capitalize on their goals as well. But Goshen did. So I think we're going to look to see if we can get sort of the same thing to happen for Goshen that happened in the first half. The ball's now being placed at the midfield point. And it's looking that Ebersol is going to kick it to Borum to start the second half.
3-0 Goshen over Calumet St. Joe.
The Crimson Wave.
The refs waiting for their confirmation. And the whistle has been blown.
And Borum now has the ball. She's at midfield. She kicks it ahead, and it's going to be taken by St. Joseph. Rubright has the ball. She's going to kick it back to, well, Rubright's going to get the ball back. It's going to be kicked ahead. It is now rolling around midfield. Zimmerman's going to kick it ahead to Ebersol. Ebersol now has the ball in St. Joseph territory. She kicks it over to Laura. Laura's now kicks it back to midfield to Tellez. The ball's rolling now. Now it's going to be taken by Garcia. Garcia kicks it ahead. Now it's rolling around, and it's going to be taken by Zimmerman's going to kick it back, and it is now going to be pushed ahead by Palicios, who then loses it, and it's going to be, it's bouncing around. Now Salinas is going to pass it ahead to Garcia. Garcia is now pushing. It's tried to cross it, and Zimmerman blocks the cross, and it's going to, she's going to kick it out for a throw-in, as it was almost a corner, but she just barely kicked it away for a throw-in. Garcia's looking to throw it in. She's going to throw it into, now it's going to bounce around, and it is taken by, looks to be Tellez. Now it's taken back by St. Joseph on the far side of Goshen territory. They cross it, and Bear's just going to grab it.
Scoop it up.
As it was almost a shot on goal. Bear's now waiting, sort of. She's bouncing the ball around the 18-yard box. She's going to kick it deep, and it's going to go all the way into St. Joseph territory. Borum is going to look to, she heads it. Now Ebersol has it on the far side of Calumet College territory. She's going to cross it to Borum. Borum's going to shoot it, and she just misses right. Just barely misses. Has another great attack by Goshen, but they just narrowly missed their opportunity as 2 minutes have gone by in this second half. It is 3-0 Goshen.
So both sides off to a attacking start on the offensive sides with one shot for each team.
Newton kicks it over to Rubright. Rubright now has it. She's going to, it's going to be taken by Laura. Now Borum has it in the near side of St. Joseph territory. It's now going to be taken by, and there's going to be a foul. Foul on Goshen, on Borum it looks.
Looks like Borum kind of wrapped up the St. Joseph player and took her to the ground with her.
Looked a little bit like a trip. I think it's... Rubright's looking to make the free kick, and she's going to kick it, and it's going to go into Goshen territory, and Aurela's just going to miss it. Now it's a one-on-one with the goalie, and it looks like a race. Zimmerman's trying to get back, and what a save by Bear. She with a diving save. Now they get another. It's going to be cleared by Goshen. It's going to be another kick on goal, and it's going to go out of bounds for Bear. And there's going to be a goal kick.
Another athletic save for Bear in goal. I mean, it was a one-on-one situation. She dove to her right and guessed right and made the save. Yeah,
it's just good to see Bear with another good save. She's continuing her tremendous play in goal. Bear's going to kick the goal kick over into midfield, and it's going to be bouncing around. It looks like Laura has it now. She's in midfield, trying to push it. She kicks it ahead to, and it's going to be taken by Ramirez on the far side. Zimmerman's going to get it now for Goshen. She's going to kick it all the way back to Bear. Bear's going to come very far out of the goal and kick it all the way forward to Borum. Borum's going to take it. Now Borum's around midfield. She's pushing forward. Now she's in the near side of St. Joseph's territory. She passes it to Beck. What a beautiful pass. Beck's going to pass ahead to Fiesel. Now Beck gets it back. It's bouncing around a little bit. It's going to roll out of bounds for a Goshen College throw-in.
Goshen College has really shown the execution of that give and go.
Right.
We have an illegal throw-in.
Oh, it looks to be actually a St. Joseph throw-in. It's going to be thrown by Rubright. Oh, it's going to be kicked away by Laura, Rubright's going to throw it in once again. Rubright's going to throw it in, and Laura knocks it out once again, and it's going to be another Rubright throw-in. That's 3 in a row. Rubright's going to throw it in once again, and this time it's going to go to Garcia. Garcia's battling with it. Oh, it's taken by Tellez. Tellez is going to pass ahead to Laura, and it's going to be knocked away. It's bouncing around a little bit. The ball is rolling towards midfield. Now it's going to be taken by, looks to be Salinas. Salinas is going to pass it over to Garcia. Garcia's going to pass it over to Jackson. Jackson's going to kick it ahead. It's going to be taken by Zimmerman. Zimmerman's going to pass it ahead to Huey. And Huey just loses it. It's going to be taken by Salinas, who's going to pass it over to Jackson. Jackson's now attacking on the far side of Goshen territory. It's going to be taken by Tellez. Tellez is going to kick it ahead to Ebersol. Ebersol's in a battle, and it's going to be kicked back to Jackson. Now it's going to be a Goshen College throw-in. Caitlin Huey with a throw-in. Huey's going to throw into Ebersol. Ebersol's going to kick it over to Tellez. Tellez is going to kick it back to Huey. Huey's going to kick it all the way over. And now Laura has it around midfield. She's pushing it back towards more middle to try to, and now it's going to be taken by Goshen. Oh, Palicios gets it. She's going to kick it over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's going to kick it all the way over to Ebersol. It's going to bounce around. Now it's going to be kicked back to Alderson for St. Joseph. St. Joseph, she's going to kick it all the way over. Oh, it's going to be pushed ahead. And it looks like a Rayla for Goshen's going to kick it over to Bear. Bear's going to kick it out, and it's going to bounce around, and it looks like Rubright's going to get the ball for St. Joseph. Now she's in the near side of Goshen territory, kicking it, and it's going to go. Palicios is going to head it away, but it's going to go right to, and now Clemente is going to get a shot on goal, and another diving save by Bear. Bear's looking. She's looking. She's moving around in the 18-yard box, sort of waiting for the traffic to set up. She's going to kick it deep to midfield. Now it's going to be bouncing around. It looks like, okay. Now Aurelia is going to kick it all the way up to Ebersol. Ebersol is going to, now Ebersol has it. It's a battle. Borum has it now. Borum kicks to Fiesel, and it looks like it's just going to roll just out of, it rolls out of bounds for a goal kick. Fiesel with the right idea, trying to get it to Huey, who is wide open on the far side of St. Joseph territory, but it rolls just out of bounds.
Ebersol a little shaken up on that play, was laying down for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like she's going to be okay.
Let's hope she's okay. She's a very important part of this team, as much as everyone else, but she's scored a lot of goals. She's very important for the offensive side of the ball. St. Joseph's, it's going to roll around midfield. Aurela's going to have it. She's going to kick it ahead to Borum. Now it's going to be taken by, looks to be Alderson. Alderson's going to kick it out of bounds. It's going to be, actually it's going to be a St. Joseph throw-in. It's going to be Alderson up to, and now Brzezinski has it. Brzezinski passes it to Salinas. Salinas is looking. She takes a shot on goal, and it's going to be a save for Katie Bear. That's probably about the 10th save of the game for Bear. She's really holding her own. Bear's going to kick the goal save away, and it's going to bounce around, and it's going to bounce. Ebersol is going to head it. Now it's going into territory. Now Borum has the ball, and it's going to be just knocked away. Newton's going to pick it up.
Looks like she got tripped up in the right outside the 18-yard box.
Right. So Newton passes it forward to, looks to be Looks to be Alderson. Alderson's going to kick it ahead to Brzezinski. Brzezinski's going to pass it to Garcia. Garcia's going to pass it back to, going to pass it to Rubright. No, it's going to be taken by Laura. Laura's looking to attack. It bounces and it's going to, now Borum has the ball for Goshen. She's going to kick it all the way back. And now there's a battle. Now Tellus has it. Now it's bouncing around. Now Laura has it. It's going to come all the way out. And Bear's going to get gobble up another save. Pretty far out in the 18-yard box. She's going to kick it deep into St. Joseph territory. It's going to bounce around. It's bouncing around. Looks like Borum's going to get it. Borum has it now. Oh, it's going to be knocked away. Now there's a bit of a tussle for the ball. It's going to be kicked ahead, and it's still bouncing around a little bit. Now Palicios has it. It's going to be taken by St. Joseph. It looks like Laura has it. Laura's going to kick it ahead to... Oh, now it's rolling. It's going to be picked up by Beck. Beck's in a tussle with Brzezinski. Now Rubright has it. Rubright gets just past Laura. Rubright's now kicking. She's going to kick it ahead. Arela's going to kick it away. It's going to be picked up by Huey. Huey's going to cross it back to the middle. It's going to bounce around a little bit. Now Rubright has it on the near side. She's going to kick it back to the middle. Now it's going to be kicked away by Palicios. Palicios going to kick it all the way over to, looks to be Jackson. Or excuse me, Padilla. Padilla's now going to pass it over to Laura. Laura's going to kick it. It's going to be headed away by Palicios. Laura now heads it back. And now it's rolling. Now it's a foot race between Padilla and Ubersol. Padilla wins. Padilla passes it to Clemente. Clemente is now at midfield she kicks it ahead. It's going to be kicked away by Palicios over to Borum. Oh, it's going to go right over Borum's head on a weird bounce. It's a foot race. Oh, both Borum and Ebersol fall. So now it's Clemente has the ball for St. Joseph. Now the ball's going around. There's a foot race. And now Beck is going to take the ball from Clemente. Borum's going to... Now it's rolling. It looks like Ebersol didn't want to touch it because it would have been offsides. Now Newton has it for St. Joseph. Newton's going to kick it low. And now it looks like Clemente has the ball. Clemente kicks it ahead. It's kicked away by Laura. Laura kicks it to Borum. Ebersol has a one-on-one break with the goalie. Ebersol with the... Oh, Newton with the diving save as Ebersol was tripped up on the goal. Ebersol seems to be down. Now she's getting up. She looks to be okay. And now there's a race for the ball. Fiesel, and it's going to roll out of bounds, and it's going to be a Goshen College throw-in.
That was a good defensive breakup by the lone St. Joseph defender to break up that goal.
I think it was Alderson was back there. Yeah, it was a good breakup. Huey now with the throw-in. Huey throws it into Zimmerman. Zimmerman passes it back to Huey, who passes it to Tellez on the far side. Tellez is now streaking up the far side of St. Joseph territory. Now there's a bit of a tussle, and it's now it's kicked away. Fiesel, no. Oh, there seems to be a foul on the play by Goshen. Now they're setting up the free kick.
Looks like we've got a handful of substitutions coming in when the refs allow them to check in.
It is going to be kicked off by St. Joseph from the far side of their territory all the way to midfield. Now it's going to be a bit of a tussle. Arela's winning it looks like Arela's going to win the foot race. No, she doesn't. Now it's Garcia on the attack. She kicks it across. Palicios is going to head it away. Becca's going to get it on the near side of Goshen territory. Kick it all the way to midfield, where it's going to be picked. Now it's going to be a battle between Alderson and Laura. Alderson now has the ball. She's trying to attack. She passes it over to Garcia. Garcia kicks it ahead to... Oh, it's going to be blocked away by Arela, and it's going to go out of bounds for Goshen or for St. Joseph throw-in.
13 minutes have gone by in this second half of play. Goshen still leads 3-0 over Calumet College of St. Joseph.
There seems to be a bit of a discussion. Oh, no. No, it looks to be figured out. Alderson's going to make the throw-in. for St. Joseph. She's going to throw it in, and it's going to go to Garcia, who's going to cross it. It's going to be cleared by Palacios, who then crosses it to Fiesel. It's going to be kicked back into the 18-yard box by Clemente, and then it's going to roll, and Salinas is in a foot race with Huey. Huey's going to win the foot race. She's going to kick it all the way over to midfield on the far side, and it looks like Palida has it. She's going to pass it ahead over to Rubright, who's going to kick it over to Alderson. Alderson passes it over to Clemente. Clemente is now pushing middle of Goshen territory. She's going to kick it ahead. It's going to be cleared by Arela, who's then out back to Clemente. Clemente now has it. She's going to pass it to the near side of Goshen territory to Alderson. Alderson's going to kick it over. Arela's going to knock it, and now there's a bit of a tussle. Palacios wins it, kicks it over to Laura. Laura has it. She's trying to push. She's going to kick it all the way over across to Huey. Huey's now in a race. Huey wins it. It's rolling down the far side. Ebersol has it now on the far side of St. Joseph territory. It's going to, looks like it's about to roll out of bounds, and it's going to be a corner kick for Goshen. And there's now 4 players subbing in.
Number 2, Priscilla Flores into the game. Number 19, Kayla Shaw into the game. Number 10, Bella Larson into the game. And number 14, Lena Charles into the game. Checking out will be number 5, Mara Beck. Number 7, Catherine Laura. Number 24, Talia Borum. And number 13, excuse me,
Caitlin Huey.
Caitlin Huey checking out.
It looks like Fiesel's going to kick the corner. And it's up, and it looks like it's bouncing away. And it's going to be another corner kick for Goshen as it's kicked out of bounds. Looks like Fiesel's going to kick it once again. Again, the corner kick is on the far side, away from the press box. All the way in the left far corner. As far away from the press box as you can get on the field. She's waiting. It's up. There seems to be a lot of movement in the goalie box. And now it's bouncing around. Now it's going to bounce all the way out to Fiesel on the far side. She's going to cross it over the middle to Shaw. Shaw's going to take a shot. It's going to get knocked away. Ebersol's going to take a shot. It's rainbowing, and it's it. Oh, no, just over the top. Excuse me, it's just over the top. It's a goal kick. Now Goshen has the ball after the goal kick, and there seems to be a foul on the play. And it's going to be a yellow card on... no, never mind, a free kick. Not a yellow card. Just a free kick for Goshen. Looks like Fiesel is going to kick it, or Palacios. It's going to be Palacios that's going to kick it.
Goshen loading up the box, trying to put another point on the board.
28 minutes left in the second half. It's 3-0 Goshen.
Everyone from Goshen now on their side of the field looking to capitalize.
Now it is up, and it's going to bounce around in the goal box. It's going to be a bit of a... and it's going to be cleared by St. Joseph. It's going to roll out of bounds for a Goshen College throw-in. Oh, no. Yes, it did roll out of bounds. And it looks to be a St. Joseph throw-in.
The ref is now talking to a St. Joseph player?
Yeah. No, it is a Goshen College throw-in, and it looks to be... Flores. Flores is going to kick it in. Now it is Fiesel. Fiesel loses it. Goes right to Flores. It's going to roll over to Padilla. Padilla's going to kick it ahead to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's going to kick it back the other way. And it's going to roll out of bounds and be a St. Joseph throw-in for St. Joseph is going to throw it in. And it's going to go to, it's going to roll away. Zimmerman's in a foot race. It looks like Zimmerman's going to win. She's going to just kick it back to Bear. Bear's going to kick it back out the other way. in midfield. It's bouncing around. Now it's going to be Arela with the ball. Arela has it. It's going to bounce off of Larson's head, go back. Now there's going to be a tussle for it. Shaw looks like it's won by Clemente. Now it's going to be kicked ahead, and Arela has the ball. She's going to just kick it back to Bear. Bear's just going to kick it deep once again. It's going to just bounce away from Clemente and go to Fiesel. Fiesel's going to kick it ahead. Now there's a foot race between Ebersol and Garcia. Garcia looks like she's going to win the foot race. And now she's just going to kick it out of bounds, and it's going to be a Goshen College throw-in. And it's thrown by Flores. And it's going to go back to Flores. Flores is going to kick it over, and it's going to be taken by Hepworth. And now it's going to be pushed ahead. Now it's bouncing around. Now Laura has it. Laura's going to pass to Fiesel. Fiesel's going to kick it ahead. Now it's a foot race, and Newton's just going to pick it up just about midway point of the goalie box. And now it's going to be kicked ahead. And now it's going to be picked up by, looks like Flores. Flores is going to kick it ahead to Ebersol. Ebersol has the ball, and it's going to roll out of bounds for a St. Joseph throw-in. And now it's going to be kicked in. And looks like it's going to be kicked all the way over. It's going to be picked up by Arela, who's just going to, oh, this looks dangerous. Oh, okay. It's going to be a goal kick. That was dangerous because Arela tried to kick it to Bear, and then there was a St. Joseph player who happened to pick up the ball, but Bear just pushed her.
Checking into the game now, number 8, Taylor Rex for Goshen College, and number 11, Talia Miller.
Coming out are number 15, Allison Ebersol, and number 9, Catherine Tellez.
Brenda Tellez.
Bear's going to kick it off. It's going to go to Miller. Now it's going to bounce around, and it's going to be Garcia who's going to pass it over to Padilla. Padilla's now pushing the ball. She's now in Goshen territory. It's going to be cleared by Charles. Charles is going to kick it ahead to Rex. Rex is going to put it, it's going to bounce off of Padilla's head. There's a bit of heading going on, and now it's going to bounce back. Now Arela has it. She's going to pass it ahead to Shaw. Shaw's going to pass it back to Arela. Arela's going to kick it deep. Now it's going to roll all the way to Newton, who's going to pick it up at the edge of the 18-yard box and throw it quickly over to Padilla, who's now attacking. She tries to kick it ahead, is bouncing around. Now it looks like Miller has it. Miller's going to kick it to Fiesel. Fiesel's going to kick it all the way ahead, and it's going to go right to Newton once again, who's again at the edge of the 18-yard box. It is now rolling around. It is now going to be picked up by, now it's rolling. It's rolling way down. Arela's going to pick it up. She's going to kick it over to Bear. Bear's going to kick it deep. Bear's going to kick it, and it's going to be picked up by Rubright. Rubright kicks it ahead to Brzezinski, who kicks it over to Garcia, who's now in a tussle with, looks to be Shaw. She wins the, it's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be a Goshen College throw-in going the other way, as Garcia just had the ball roll out of bounds off her foot.
We've got number 0, Katie Spohr, coming into the game to take over the goalkeeping for number 50, Katie Bear.
Katie Bear had another great day in goal, but again, Spohr needs to get some playing time, and they're up 3-0. Charles is going to throw it into Arela. Arela is going to kick it ahead, and it's going to, it's going to roll away, and it looks like it's going to roll out of bounds for a St. Joseph throw-in. Oh, wait, never mind. It's going to be a Goshen College throw-in. Rex throws it in. Fiesel now has it. Fiesel kicks it over to Rex, and it just barely gets away, and now it's going to be picked up by Brzezinski on the near side, who now passes it to Garcia. Garcia's now kicks it over to Salinas. Salinas now has the ball. Salinas, it's going to bounce off Miller. Miller's going to, no, Miller doesn't have it. Garcia has it. Garcia passes it to Garcia. And now Alderson has it. Alderson's looking to attack. She has it on the near side of Goshen territory. She's going to pass it to Garcia. Garcia's going to pass it back to Alderson. Alderson's going to try to look to cross. She's not going to get it off. Charles with a great defensive play, and it's going to roll out of bounds and be a Goshen College throw-in. Charles is going to throw it in.
It was a great win by Charles on the corner to prevent any cross.
Now it looks like Charles is trying to direct traffic a little bit. They're getting some communication done on the field. She's going to throw it in. It's going to bounce off of Alderson, and they're going to have another throw-in for
24 minutes have gone
Charles.
by in this game. Goshen College ahead 3-0 over Calumet College of St. Joseph.
Now Charles has it. She's pushing up the near sideline in Goshen territory. She's going to kick it ahead to Rex, and it's going to bounce off Rex and go out of bounds. And now Alderson's going to throw it in for St. Joseph. She's going to throw it into Garcia, or Laura, who's going to kick it over to Garcia. Now it's going to be taken by Rex. It's going to be kicked all the way back to Rubright, who's going to kick it ahead to Alderson, and it's going to roll out of bounds and be a St. Joseph throw-in after being touched by Rex. Rex is going to kick it ahead to Laura. Laura's going to kick it over to Garcia. Garcia's kick it over to Alderson. It's going to roll out of bounds and be a Goshen College throw-in, and it is going to be Charles who throws it in with 20 minutes remaining in the second half. It is 3-0 Goshen. Charles throws it in, and it's going to bounce off of Brzezinski. And it's going to bounce off Rex and be a Goshen College, or a St. Joseph throw-in. Alderson's going to throw it in to Garcia. Garcia now has it in the middle. She's going to try to pass it over to Ramirez, but it's going to be taken by Rex. Rex is going to pass it ahead to Fiesel. Fiesel now has the ball, and it's going to be taken away by Garcia, who passes it ahead to Salinas. Salinas can't quite handle it. Zimmerman now has the ball at midfield. Zimmerman's going to try to pass it. It's going to bounce off Salinas. Now Zimmerman's going to pass it back to Palacios, who's then going to pass it ahead to Rex. Rex just can't quite contain it. Now it's back to Padilla. Padilla's going to kick it deep to Lara. It's going to bounce off Lara and go to Miller. Miller's going to kick it over to Araya, who then kicks it ahead to Shaw. Shaw is now attacking and go in St. Joseph territory, and is going to be looks to be a foul on Shaw, and it's going to be a free kick for St. Joseph, and it looks like Alderson is going to kick it, or Rubright.
St. Joseph has been trying to keep the pressure up, but Goshen's just been playing some pesky defense and been able to stop all the runs they've tried to have.
And now it's going to be kicked up. Laura tried to get a contain of it. Now it's going to go to Fiesel. Fiesel's going to kick it ahead to Miller. Miller's going to kick it ahead. Now it's rolling all the way. Rex has it one-on-one with the goalie. Rex with the cross. And there's an offsides call on the play.
Rex with another very sneaky pass that would have gotten through, but the offsides occurred.
Yeah, this is going to be a free kick. Newton's going to kick it for St. Joseph. Newton's also had a busy day, as both goalies have had busy days tonight. And now it's going to be kicked high up in the air. And now Shaw comes down with it for Goshen. And now it looks to be... Now they're going to kick it back. Araya has it. She's going to kick it ahead to Shaw. Shaw's going to kick it ahead to Fiesel. Fiesel's going to kick it over to Miller. Miller's looking to attack. She's on the far side of Goshen, of St. Joseph territory. It's going to be crossed over. Now Garcia has it for Goshen. Now Shaw's going to take it back. Shaw's going to kick it over to Flores. Flores now has it. And there seems to be a call.
Free kick for Goshen.
Free kick for Goshen. And it seems that Palacios is going to kick it.
Again, Goshen loading up the box, trying to capitalize on this free kick opportunity.
Palacios is up with the kick. It's rolling into the box. It's bouncing around. Now Fiesel has it just outside the 18-yard box in St. Joseph territory on the near side. She's going to kick it back to Araya. Araya's going to cross it all the way over to, looks to be Larson, who's then going to kick it at goal, and Newton's going to just corral it and kick it back the other way. It's rolling now, and Zimmerman now has it as we have an orange moon coming up on the far side past the field that looks really beautiful here tonight. And we're going to see the ball roll out of bounds, and Flores with the throw-in. And there seems to be Ramirez checking back into the game for Fiesel. London Fiesel is going to come out of the game as Ramirez checks back in once again. And as the Goshen College faithful that are still here are clapping for Fiesel's wonderful play so far in this first half, or game so far. With 16 minutes remaining in the second half, it's 3-0 Goshen still once again. St. Joseph now has the ball. They're pushing ahead. Salinas is going to kick it ahead to Lara. Lara's going to get it. She's in a tussle with Flores. Lara now wins the tussle. Lara now has it at midfield. She's going to kick it ahead. It's going to be taken by Shaw. Shaw's going to push it ahead to Rex. It's bouncing around. Rex is in a foot race. Rex wins the foot race. She's going to kick it back to Charles. Charles is going to kick it all the way ahead. It's rolling, and Newton's just going to pick it up just outside of goal. And she's going to wait for both teams to set up a little bit. She's going to kick it over to midfield. It's going to go to... Now it's being kicked way deep, and Spore is going to pick it up for Goshen. Oh, no, she's just going to stop it with her foot. Oh, now she's going to pick it up.
First action of the game for new goalkeeper Katie Spore.
Spore's going to kick it. It's going to go... Now it's bouncing. Now there's a bit of a tussle for it. It's going, and now Ramirez has it for sure. Ramirez is going to kick it over to... It's just out of Brzezinski's reach, and it's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick for Goshen. Looks like Spore's going to kick it.
We've got two more substitutions. Talia Bourne will come back into the game for Taylor Rex, and number 13, Caitlin Huey, will be checking into the game for number 2, Priscilla Flores.
As the Goshen College faithful once again cheer for the work that those two have done so far in this game. Just under 15 minutes remaining in the second half. It is 3-0 Goshen. It is now bouncing around. Huey now has the ball. Now is a bit of a tussle for it. Now, St. Joseph has the ball. Oh, no, Huey knocks it away once again. Huey's going to... Oh, it's going to roll just out of bounds. Now there's a bit of a tussle for it. Now it's going to roll around. Looks like Zimmerman has it. No, she doesn't. It's going to be picked up by Palicios, who's going to kick it ahead to Shaw, who's going to kick it all the way back to Arrea, who's going to kick it back over to Palicios. Palicios is going to kick it over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's going to push the ball up the field, and now it's going to be knocked away from Zimmerman, but Palicios is going to pick it up. Palicios is going to bounce it past Zimmerman. It's going to go to Salinas. Now there's a bit of a tussle. Salinas now has the ball. She's attacking. It's tipped up in the air, and Spore's just going to pick it up just outside of the goal in the 18-yard box. Now she's walking and directing traffic. And she's going to kick it deep. And it's at midfield. Clemente now has the ball for St. Joseph. She's in. Now she's going to kick it back to Rubright. Rubright's going to kick it up to Brzezinski. Brzezinski now, and Brzezinski just loses it. And it goes out of bounds. And Charles is now going to throw it in. Charles is throwing it in, and it's bouncing. And Clemente has it now. And she's going to kick it over to Garcia. And Garcia's going to lose it. And it's going to be a St. Joseph throw-in as it bounced off a Goshen College player. I'm guessing Ramirez. Rubright's going to throw it in for St. Joseph, and it's going to... Charles now wins the tussle, but it's going to go to Rubright, and then it's going to be kicked by Alderson right to Shaw. Shaw's going to lose it from Garcia. Shaw now has it, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a Goshen College throw-in as it bounces off Salinas. Oh.
We have another goal change. Number 1, Cassandra Rodriguez checking in for number 0, Katie Spore.
Cassandra Rodriguez, we have not seen play
goalie this season.
Yeah,
she played some
forward. She played some forward earlier, but Spore came in last game and finished up, so I guess they're trying to get
all three of them in rotation.
Yeah, all three of them in the rotation. Now Ramirez is going to be headed. Now it's going to be picked up by Miller. Miller's going to kick it ahead. It's going to bounce around. Rubright now has it. And now Garcia passes it back to, looks to be, and it's going to go ahead and it just bounces over Palicio's head, and it's going to be picked up by Rodriguez, and she's going to be directing traffic as well. She's going to kick it deep, and it's going to go right to it looks to be Huey on the far side. Huey now, and now Borum has it. Borum passes it to Ramirez. Now there's a bit of a tussle for the ball, and now it's going to be kicked ahead. And then Miller now has the ball. Oh, it's going to bounce. It's going to bounce off Laura, and now it's going to go back to Clemente. Clemente is going to cross it over to Garcia. Garcia's going to kick it over. Alderson now has it. She's pushing it up. Now she's at midfield. She kicks it ahead to Rubright. Rubright's now pushing it. Now Shaw comes over, just misses the steal. Now she's got pressure on Rubright. Rubright passes it back to Alderson. Shaw's now pressuring Alderson with the ball. Now it's going to be passed ahead. Garcia passes it. It's a give and go to Alderson. Alderson with the cross, and then Palacios is going to head it, but it's going to go over to... It's going to go back over to... Now it's rolling around far. Now it's going to... Huey now has the ball for Goshen on the far side of Goshen territory. She's going to kick it far ahead to... Looks like Huey. Huey loses it to... Now it's going to be kicked over to Alderson. Alderson now has it, looking to attack. She's going to kick it over to... Looks like... And now it's bouncing around again. Shaw now has it. And Shaw now has the ball, and she's kicking it ahead to... Now it's going to be knocked away by Clemente. Kicked over by Zimmerman. Zimmerman's going to kick it over to Miller. Miller's going to kick it over to Ramirez. Ramirez is trying to attack. Ramirez kicks it over, and now it's a fast break. And there's going to be a cross, and it rolls away. And it rolls. Oh, Borum saves it. Now they have another chance. Borum's going to kick Meg the goalie, and she's going to kick it, and it's going to be blocked away. And it looks like a
handball.
A handball on Borum.
Larson had an attack coming down the right side, which would have been the far side, and she just kicked it right past the goalie, but it couldn't quite finish it off, and then Borum recovered it and put a move on and couldn't score it.
It's going to be kicked ahead, and it's bouncing around, and there seems to be
a far side Calumet College player on the ground.
Yeah.
Hopefully just some cramps.
Yeah, really hopefully just some cramps.
9:27 remain on the clock. Goshen up 3-0 over Calumet College of St. Joseph. We've now got the trainer coming out on the field. Both players will come into their benches.
We're going to take a quick break and be back with more action as the trainers tend to the Calumet College player on the field. It looks. Oh, never mind. It's not going to be Rodriguez. It's going to be Palacios that's going to kick it off. And it is off. And it's rolling around. Now it's picked up by Alderson. Alderson's going to kick it ahead to. Oh, it's going to be taken. And it looks to be a trip as Palacios took a hard attack trying to steal the ball from Jackson and is knocked on and is tripped up.
Palacios will be giving another free kick for Goshen.
Looks like there'll be some more Goshen College players checking in soon. And Palacios kicks it off, and they are looking, and it's bouncing around, and it's going to, Zimmerman's going to head it back the other way. Looks like it's going to be kicked ahead. Now Palacios is going to bounce off Palacios' chest. Area's going to kick it forward back the other way. Now it's bouncing around in St. Joseph's territory on the far side. It's going to be picked up by Garcia. Garcia's going to kick it over to Alderson. Alderson's going to kick it ahead to Brzezinski. It's going to be taken by Area and kicked back the other way. And it's going to roll out of bounds for Goshen, for St. Joseph throw-in. And the throw-in is by Alderson.
7:25 remain in this game.
Now the ball's going to go back out again, and Rubright is going to throw it in.
Goshen is up 3-0 over Calumet College of St. Joseph.
And now it's going to be a tussle, and it's going to be won by Laura. Laura's going to kick it ahead to Borum. Borum's on the race. Borum gets it. Now she has one person to beat other than the goalie. Borum's going to take the corner. He's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick.
We now have
St.
three
Joseph.
substitutions for Goshen checking into the game. We have number 12, Lizeth Ochoa. We have number 22, Daisy Lopez. And we have number 18, Rachel Porter. Coming out will be number 19, Kayla Shaw, number 10, Bella Larson, and number 24, Talia Borum.
Again, the Goshen faithful are clapping for the hard work those three have done so far in the game. And the Goshen faithful seem to be in high spirits at the 3-0 lead by Goshen. And is now going to head. Alderson has it. Oh, it's going to be taken by Charles. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Alderson. It's going to be Goshen College throw-in for Charles. Charles is looking. She's going to throw it in. It's going to bounce. Charles is going to get it. She's going to cross it. And it's going to be kicked away. And now it's going to be kicked up by Huey. He was looking to attack. You know, she slips a little bit. Now it's kicked ahead by Laura. And then it's going to be picked up by Newton. Newton now has it in the 18-yard box. She's going to kick it all the way ahead. Now it's bouncing around, and it's going to bounce around a little more. It's going to be picked up by Alderson. Now it's knocked away by Charles with the goal kick, the throw-in. And it's going to bounce off another St. Joseph player. Charles is going to throw it in once again. And it's going to be kicked ahead. And now it's going to be taken by Laura. Laura's going to kick it back to Ray, who's going to kick it over to Pasillos, who's going to kick it all the way deep into St. Joseph territory, almost into the 18-yard box. And now it looks, it's Garcia had it. And now it looks to be... Now Alderson has it, and now it's going to be knocked off of Charles and just going to roll out of bounds, and Alderson is going to throw in the ball. Alderson is looking. She's going to throw it in to Garcia. It's going to be headed away by Charles, and now Ramirez is, now Laura has it. It's going to be kicked ahead by Charles. Now it's Ochoa on the race. And she's going to beat Rube right to the ball, and she's going to slip, and it's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick. Good effort by Ochoa, but she just slipped on the play. Now she's tying her shoe as Newton picks up the ball just before it rolls out of bounds. Rube right kicked it over. Now, oh no, it was a goal kick. Now Newton's looking, surveying traffic. She's just going to kick it short to Garcia. Garcia's going to kick it over to Alderson. Alderson's going on the offensive. She kicks it ahead. It's going to be kicked back by Area. And now it's going to be rolling around. Now Laura has it. It's going to be kicked back to Pasillos. And now Araya has the ball. Araya is going to kick it over to Pasillos. Pasillos is looking to kick it deep. She's going to just kick it over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's now on the offensive. She's pushing the ball up a little bit. She's at midfield on the far side. Now it's going to be over to Huey. Huey now has it in St. Joseph territory on the far side. And it's tripped up, and Huey still has the ball inbounds. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Oh, Garcia has it. Now Garcia's going to knock it out of bounds. And it's going to be a throw-in for Caitlin Huey of Goshen College. Huey's going to throw it in, and it's going to be kicked out, and then it's going to roll back out of bounds, and it looks like Zimmerman's going to throw it in for Goshen College.
.230 remain in this game. Goshen College leading it. Calumet College of St. Joseph. Now checking into the game for St. Joseph is number 9. Jasmine Southcombe. Coming out will be.
Looks to be Salinas, number 7, coming out of the game. Both teams sort of waiting for Salinas to get off the field. Salinas has been in most of the game, and she looks to be slightly tired, which is understandable. She's played hard so far in this game. Now Huey has the ball, pushing it down the St. Joseph sideline. She crosses it over, and it's going to go to Ochoa. Ochoa kicks it ahead, and it's going to Newton's going to pick it up.
Another upper.
Now Newton has the ball. She's going to kick it deep. It's going to be picked up by Laura. Laura's going to lose it to Laura. Laura's going to kick it back to Ramirez. Now Laura has it, pushing it up the Goshen College far sideline. Now Garcia's attacking with it. Garcia's looking. Now she's still going. Now Zimmerman's on the pressure. And now Lopez is going to knock it away. Lopez is going to kick it over to Charles. Charles is pushing it up the sidelines. Oh, Charles is going to slide tackle. Just miss. Now seems to be a foul on the play against St. Joseph. It seems to be Alderson with the foul.
That was a pretty big collision over there.
Oh.
Free kick for St. Joseph. That was a foul on Goshen.
Yeah, it was a foul. It looks like it was the foul on Charles. And Garcia's going to kick it off.
1 minute left to play in this game. Goshen 3-0 over Calumet College of St. Joseph.
Garcia kicks the free kick, and it's going to, and Rodriguez is, knocks away, and it rolls. Oh, Rodriguez knocks it out of bounds for the corner kick.
Rodriguez jumped and just couldn't come up with the ball, and luckily rolled out of bounds for a St. Joseph corner.
Well, it looked like actually she hit it originally, or she tried to corral it, and then when she couldn't corral it, she just knocked it out of bounds with her hand, which is the smart way to do it. That way they don't have a chance at a rebound. Ramirez is going to kick it off for St. Joseph, and it's going to go right to Zimmerman low. Zimmerman's going to just clear it all the way back to midfield. It's going to be kicked up by Padilla. Padilla's going to kick it ahead to Ramirez. Or, excuse me, not Ramirez. It's going to be Brzezinski, and then it's kicked ahead to Huey. Huey now has the ball, pushing for Goshen. She's running up the far sideline into St. Joseph territory. Now she's pushing the ball. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Hepworth.
10, 9, 8, 7,
and
6,
we're rolling down to the final seconds of this
3,
game.
2, 1.
And now the game is over, and Goshen College has beaten Calumet College of St. Joseph. The Crimson Wave 3-0 is your final here at John Ingold Athletic Complex on 91.1 The Globe. We're going to take a quick break and be back with the post-game show in a minute. Welcome back to Goshen College Women's Athletics. We're here at John Ingold Athletic Complex on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Goshen College Athletics. The Goshen College Maple Leafs women's soccer team has just beaten Calumet College of St. Joseph Crimson Wave 3-0 in quite a battle of soccer. So, William, what do you think about the end of the game and sort of what's coming up on the schedule next for Goshen?
It was a slow second half compared to the first half where we saw 3 goals for Goshen. Both teams were struggling to get anything rolling on the offensive side of the field. If you're a Goshen fan, you got to be happy with this performance. You've had good defense all game, led by Bear in goal and Palacios on defense, anchoring that all down. Also, this goal scoring has been great. I mean, they've 7 goals in the last 2 games, opposed to 1 goal in their first 2 games. You can't be upset with that. Coming up for Goshen College, looks like they have Indiana University East at 4 o'clock on September 9th at home. That game will be broadcasted here live. And then they travel to Holy Cross College on the 13th at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, okay. So that's the next 2 games. So we're going to call a good night. I'm Zach Begley with William Troyer. We had Spencer Buttermore on board opping. We have to thank him for all the wonderful
Transitions and breaks, yes.
Yeah, transitions and breaks you heard in broadcasting. Thank you for tuning in here on 91.1 The Globe, your home for Goshen College Athletics. Have a good evening, and we hope you tune in again.
Yeehaw!